What's up, Fatty McFat friends? I'm Snake Diet Dan, and you're on the toilet because you got the shits. This is the diarrhea checklist. Alright, let's jump right into it. Number one, is it your first time fasting? So if it's your first time fasting, your body is going to detox in a lot of ways, and one of those ways is to shoot liquid poo grease out your butthole, and that's just the way it is. Sometimes your inflammation drops so rapidly that fluids can actually pool into your bowels. Sometimes there's such a rapid change of your microbiome that your body's going to want to excrete a lot of the bacteria that was in your stomach. There's all kinds of different reasons for you shitting your brains out when you first start fasting, but if it's just in the first few days, know that that is a somewhat normal and not rare process, okay? Okay, number two. If you're past the first few days, you're still shitting your brains out, then you want to check off the rest of these things. So number two is, are you chugging your snake juice? You don't want to be chugging your snake juice. You want to be sipping on it throughout the day, okay? You sure you want to get a good volume in, especially if you're training, but you do not want to just grab some snake juice and fucking slam it, because your body needs time to absorb the minerals. And if you just chug the snake juice, it'll fly right out your fucking asshole because you're putting too many minerals into your digestive tract. And your body's like, no, fuck this, let's get rid of it. Boom, and it flushes you out, okay? So make sure you're not chugging the snake juice. All right, number three, are you using the proper snake juice mixtures? You know, are you getting the actual snake juice recipe from Cole's YouTubes, or are you pulling it from some asshole off Pinterest or your cousin's brother's mother's sister's dog, okay? A lot of people come to me and they're like, I thought this was the recipe. And I'm like, I don't know why you thought that was the recipe, because that's not the fucking recipe. Go watch the YouTubes. There are a few different recipes on the YouTubes, but those are all correct. Anything that's on Cole's YouTubes are correct, okay? Don't pull it from some third-party asshole that just found the snake diet a week ago and doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, okay? Like, even I don't have anything on my page about recipes because it's all on Cole's page, right? And I know Cole. Cole's a good friend of mine. Like, I'm not just some third-party asshole that found it. I've been helping him since the beginning, and I've been promoting him since the beginning, okay? But make sure you have the proper mixtures. You're not using tablespoons. Make sure you're using teaspoons, okay? Make sure your teaspoons are quality teaspoons. You know, usually most of the plastic teaspoons are going to be fine that you buy in the stores nowadays. But there's some old school like metal teaspoons kicking around. And I saw some square plastic ones where they're not measured properly. And they're closer to an actual tablespoon than a teaspoon. And it makes people shit their brains out because they're getting way too much salt. All right, number four, Dan's lucky number, comes when you have steps 1 through 3 in check. So you've been fasting for a little bit. You're not chugging the snake juice. You know you have the proper mixture. And you're like, dude, still fucking shitting my brains out. Then you go to process of elimination. Process of elimination. So if you, for example, if you have cayenne pepper in your snake juice, eliminate the cayenne pepper for a few days. See if it makes a difference. If you eliminate something and it doesn't make a difference, you can always put it back in, okay? So eliminate, say, the cayenne pepper. If that doesn't make a difference, eliminate the kidney shots. If you're doing the kidney shots with the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar, if that doesn't make a difference, then you can eliminate the magnesium if you're using the magnesium. If that doesn't make a difference, then you can go completely old school and go straight back to just the potassium chloride and the pink Himalayan salt and do the old school snake juice recipe, and that really eliminates a lot of the different problems that could happen, okay? So once you have steps 1 through 3 in check, if you cut it right back to the old recipe, then you can it'll help you figure out what was in the snake juice that your body's just not agreeing with right now. Now another thing too, make sure you're using baking soda and not baking powder, okay? So that's process of elimination on the snake juice. And you shouldn't be eating anything else because you're fasting, so it shouldn't be a problem in that area. Okay, and number 5, stop clinging to your vices. I literally just thought of this right now. I only had 4 ideas in mind when I started making this video, and this one just popped in my head. I wasted a lot of my valuable time trying to coach people through diarrhea issues. Yes, I've coached people through diarrhea issues, plenty, only to find out later that they were clinging to some kind of fucking shitty vice like drinking coffee or energy drinks or nicotine or drugs or different supplements. And it's like, if your body, you're trying to detox. You're trying, like, the whole point of fasting is so that your body cleanses itself, right? If you're constantly putting shit in there, you're constantly cleansing. And part of cleansing and detoxing is shitting. Okay, so I've wasted a ton of valuable time trying to coach people. Like one girl, I spent like 3 fucking days back and forth with her, and she couldn't figure out what was going on. And then later on, she told me she was drinking energy drinks. And I'm like, fuck, you just wasted 3 days of my time, you know? Stop clinging to vices. All right, guys, so that wraps up the diarrhea checklist. Just to run through them right quick again. Is it your first time fasting? Or have you not fasted in a long time and you've been eating shitty? That applies as well to number 1. Number 2, are you chugging the snake juice? Number 3, do you have the proper mixtures and the proper recipes? And number 4, process of elimination. And number 5, drop those shitty fucking habits. All right? Love yous. Peace.